Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover my pim tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come a bush for Ghana for na tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We want to believe that the week is going to start without any form of violence, especially after enjoying about 2 weeks or maybe less violence left, right, and center from some rappers. Some of us thought, okay, let's begin this week on a very fresh note, without any violence, without any attacks from anybody at all. But interestingly, it looks like Shatta Wale show after the summer stage and Wiyaala, they are kind of starting something before we will even say Jack. But for information, I have something to share with you, and I know that after talking to you, you guys are going to take things cool. You guys are going to take things on a more lighter note. Then after, we will know how we will solve this problem. Because I think as much as we are seeing a problem here and there, we can still take it cool and solve it as amicably as we can do it anytime. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to the editorial. That is the Monday's edition of the editorial, and I'm doing this here on Sammy Flex TV. I want to say thanks to Digital Rasta, who is also called Currency, handling camera. Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show, and Emmanuel Forwila PG is the producer. And of course, today my director is Afaska Omar, who is making sure that he put things right for me to rock and roll. Number one, I want to say congratulations to both Shatta Wale and Wiyaala. They've given us the best of shows so far. The videos, the photos I've seen tell me that everything went well successfully. Shatta Wale this year, for instance, has said it is his first ever festival performance in his career, maybe. Or if not in his career, in a long while, he is performing at a festival abroad. And he feels so cool about it. He's so happy about it. I'm sure it is the overexcitement. That is why he even announced he will be releasing his GOG album. That is the much-awaited GOG album on the 17th October 2022. I want to believe it was out of the overexcitement. Because in terms of the crowd, he has faced such a crowd here in Ghana so many times. He's seen, in fact, bigger crowds than he saw in New York City. But what he saw, the reception, the love for someone who has been touted to be what some people term as the local champion, they are maybe not expecting him to have received that love in New York. Therefore, when he saw it, the love, the kind of people who were singing his songs back to back, he just felt, okay, you guys deserve it, this. Something that I've not told anybody, but for the very first time, let me announce to you, and Shatta Wale broke the news there, that he is going to release the much-awaited GOG album on 17th October 2022. And I want to believe 17th October is his birthday or something like that. I'll confirm that if I get it wrong. But I know his birthday is around that area. If not 10th, 17th or something like that, I'll confirm that. I didn't get it before coming, but I'll confirm that. So he got a nice performance, nice reception. And I'm sure the way things are going, it was so clear that the organizers had some 1 or 2 good time with him. I know Shatta Wale, when he doesn't have a good time, it even shows in his delivery, in the way he talks. But looking at the way he was talking and the way he was saying this and that, it was so obvious that, yeah, he had a good time. Now about Wiyaala. Wiyaala has been performing to some of these festivals and so many places around the world. This is not her first time. He has tasted that kind of grounds on so many platforms. Other countries, here in Ghana, he has been doing his live thing. So once again, what she did at New York City, that was also on point. Very well rehearsed performance, and she delivered to the brim. Now, there came the trouble. And even before the trouble, I think after Shatta Wale's delivery, the people enjoyed what he did so much to the extent that they had to rebook him again the next day for him to join another show that was happening on the same stage where Flavor and other artists were performing. And I've seen photos, I've seen videos. Once again, on the second day, Shatta Wale killing it. People enjoying it. People having a good time with him. And that is what we're talking about. If you go and it is nice, you will surely be called to do it twice. Just like some radio people say, if it is nice, it is wise to play it twice. We were all thinking everything was okay until after the show when Wiyaala posted a lengthy note on her Facebook. I think I saw mine on Facebook. I don't know where else she might have posted it. We all thought all was well and nice until we read this lengthy post from Wiyaala. I'm going to read exactly what Wiyaala posted, and when I come back, I'll tell you what I have to tell you. So Wiyaala started. At approximately 6 p.m. 13th August, Wiyaala was advised that she and Shatta Wale would be presented with a citation of merit by Vanessa L. Gibson, who happens to be the president of the Bronx Borough, on stage during an interval in his performance at Summer Stage NYC. At about 8:15 p.m., Shatta Wale's performance was paused, and council member Vanessa L. Gibson and Wiyaala went to the back of the stage for the presentation of the citations. Vanessa went forward to do the presentation, whilst an unknown person advised Wiyaala to wait. The presentation was made to Shatta Wale. Vanessa then immediately vacated the stage without calling Wiyaala forward. Wiyaala was then told she could receive her award backstage out of sight of the audience. Wiyaala refused to accept the award under these circumstances and left Crotona Park for her hotel. Vanessa was challenged by members of Wiyaala's team as to why she had not been called forward to receive her citation. On stage, initially, Vanessa blamed the organizers Summer Stage NYC, but eventually said that she had been blocked from calling Wiyaala forward by Team Shatta Wale. Wiyaala does not accept awards or citations from any organization backstage. Wiyaala respectfully requests that Team Shatta Wale confirms if they did block Wiyaala coming on stage to receive her citation at the same time as Shatta Wale. And if they did no such thing, then Vanessa L. Gibson should account for why she disrespected Wiyaala in this manner. And it goes on like that. Let me try to finish the reading, then we can go on to, okay, in this manner, on a night of supposed unity and mutual support, unless acceptable and credible explanations are forthcoming, Wiyaala has no intention of accepting the citation of merit supposedly awarded her by the Bronx Borough. This is what happened, and we now move on. Case closed, good night, and like her signature says, raw. She roared, and that was all. As a matter of fact, when Wiyaala wrote this, or personally when I saw this, I was taking my time to understand how some of these things will play out. Like, as a reasonable person, I was just looking at how this will happen, who can be at fault, why they would make such a thing happen, and I was just relaxing for the right time to consume whatever that was going to share, or whatever that was going to be said before I make a judgment on it. But interestingly, before I would even finish with my judgment, I saw some people running to town with their issue. Some lambasting Shatta Wale, some dissing him, some calling him names. He is greedy, he is self-centered, he is this, he is that. I said, oh my goodness. Like, as reasonable people, when issues come up, the best we can do is to sit down and be a little analytical about what is being said. That place is not even like Ghana. where you can say Shatta Wale has some level of influence, he can command some things to be done. That place is America. The people who organized such an event, they believe in equal rights and equal respect. And especially when there is a woman in there. In fact, when you travel abroad, women are respected. Children are respected. Even sometimes animals, if I'm not scared. Sometimes even animals are respected more than like men. And the presentation was done by a woman as well. So you guys thought it was going to be so simple for them to call Wiyaala, come backstage. We are going to do a presentation, you and Shatta Wale. They'll go and present Shatta Wale's citation to him and leave Wiyaala standing at the backstage forever. And once again, even if it was likely to happen, why should someone think it will be Shatta Wale who called for that? Or better, who caused that? Why should someone even think it? As a matter of fact, when I saw some people writing all those things, oh, Shatta Wale did not allow this, Shatta Wale did not allow that, I was so sad. I said, oh my goodness. I think we could take our time to judge this. Until a member from the organization team came out to explain what really transpired. A member had to come. Let me see if I'll get that information. Then I'll read that to you briefly before I move on. A member had to come to explain what really transpired, that it wasn't Shatta Wale who caused all this. Later, Shatta Wale himself, later Wiyaala herself had to come and put out something different. And I wonder, even Georgia, one of the guys that I know was doing radio here in Ghana before moving to America, also was at the event. And he also shared this, that I was at the Crotona Park. Wiyaala performed with a live band before Shatta. In fact, she was on fire. So what prevented the organizers from presenting her, that is Wiyaala, the citation before leaving the stage, but rather decided to do that at the backstage? My little investigations indicated that the Bronze Barrel president got to the venue late, and at that time, Wiyaala had finished her performance and had left the stage for Shatta. So they decided to do his presentation on the stage whilst he was performing and to give Wiyaala's at the backstage, which she refused. But I think they could have brought her back to the stage and do the presentation to both. You can't do that to Ghana's currently #1 international artist. That is Wiyaala. And this was shared by Redu Georgia. Then I'm asking, so if we could all take our time and not demonize Shatta Wale for what we think he is, I'm sure we could have gotten somewhere with it. I felt so terrible when I saw that. Oh, so people would not even take their time to judge what was happening. They were just in a rush to make sure Shatta Wale looks bad. Sometimes when some of these things happen, you ask yourself, who are you to blame? Are you to blame Shatta Wale for some of his acts, or you are to blame people who have been judgmental over his career ever since some of these things started coming up in his name? Sometimes you don't know who to blame. Do you have to blame Shatta Wale, or do you have to blame people who have been just putting out judgment? They did not come attacking or did not come blaming anybody. Therefore, why should we go ahead and be yabbing here and there, making Shatta Wale look evil for a crime that he has not even committed? Yes, for a crime that he has not committed. Now, Wiyaala herself had to come out again to say something else. And I want to read what... I think this particular one was how she started the whole thing. That so Team Shatta was seriously monitoring us and decided to cook up some stuff to F up things up in their favor. What exactly did I do to you guys? After all the hyping we did on stage for him, Shatta, is this true? And this is how the issue started. That Wiyaala came out speaking a language like this. I don't know if I should blame Wiyaala. Like, I'm not too sure, because these are talents that I have so much respect for. Shatta Wale, Wiyaala, I've respected both of them for quite a long time. And they are some of the people always selling brand Ghana when it comes to music. So sometimes I'm very careful who I should judge in this particular case. Who supplied that information to Wiyaala? Who put in her mind that, yes, Shatta Wale and his team, they caused what happened? Who told her that? Who actually told her that? I wonder why someone would even put this in her mind. For her to start this accusation. For her to start these allegations. And because we also want to be judgmental, Because we want to all the time crucify Shatta Wale even before we listen to him. We were not ready to listen to him. We just went to town to crucify him. And I love the fact that Shatta Wale has been calm or has been quiet on this. I really appreciate that. I've sent him messages, and I want to believe that by the time we will sit again on Showbiz Daily, he will be responding to us. It is abroad, maybe sleeping time, waking up time, performance time. So I don't want to pressure him that much into getting a quick response from him. No matter how long it takes, we are sure going to take a response from him. And before we will come back in the evening on Showbiz Daily, I want to believe by then we are sure going to get that particular response from Shatta Wale's team, and that will be all. Now, finally, let me try to look for when Wiyaala came back to put out something that makes it look like, okay, so there wasn't any issue after all. I want to read that finally, then we can run away from here. Now, Wiyaala had to come out and tweet something like, there isn't any problem at all, giving Shatta Wale love emojis and saying, yeah, Shatta Wale, I see you. And no, some of these things are not done. Some of these things are not done. Be sure of what is happening before you come out to say it. Be sure of the real issues before you come out to crucify a brother. And I'm so happy that Shatta has been quiet on this. I wish he continues to be quiet. In fact, I wish he continues to be quiet. He shouldn't even rush to say anything. Let people say what they want to say. After all, they've said it already. Those who believe Wiyaala, they have believed her already. Those who not believe her, they are also not believing her. But whatever be the case, the issue just ended. And I wish that it remains as such. But trust me, in the evening when we sit on Showbiz Daily, I'll be giving you some more information on this. Congratulations to Shatta Wale, congratulations to Wiyaala, and of course to Stonebwoy, who is also doing massive. Information I'm gathering is that he has finally ended his tour and he'll be coming to Ghana to start rehearsals and preparations for Assignment to the World, which will be happening somewhere next month, and we are all ready to be part of it. Assignment to the World is going to be a big one. Assignment people have been boasting of this event for so many years, and it's coming back again. We are sure going to be there. Wait for it. My name is Sammy Flex. This is part 1 of the Shatta Wale and Wiyaala saga in Bronx, or better still in New York. And in the evening on Showbiz Daily, when we sit, we are sure going to do some more. See you in the evening on Showbiz Daily. We're out of here.